Coach, we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go, set, 60 outlaw, switch up.
Block now on first down. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Rush in. Check.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Ready.
Throwing his lock on third down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. The 20, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Mahomes firing complete. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Vita Vea in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. From the 15 now after the sack. It's third and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now a give, right side. It's Hines. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Down. 15, Lonnie. 15 line. Blue draw, quarters.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Chance to go.
He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Derrick Henry all alone. The 40. 20, and he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big run there by Henry. 75 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
From the 36, Locke. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami, ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught by Kupp. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got him in. It's Brown. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Derrick Henry, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. and he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On second down, it's Hines. He'll have a first down past the 40. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Rock now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking for Parham in there. He's got him. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's 10.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And from down in Miami, an update. And the Titans dominant. They have added to their totals in that one. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Fight down these two. Fight down these two. To the line, right? 54. Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, they picked up a first down for him, too.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall. That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll give Henry another shot. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They'll try and run. Freeman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Hines. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
General West.
Watch twist.
Go out.
Keep
Smooth.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 4.
Look at me. Door.
They run again with Hines. He's got the first down here inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
Hey, we're
From the gun, a give to Penny. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Budda Baker. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. When you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense... Derrick Henry all alone. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Derrick Henry with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lock. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the game starts. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. That's to his running back, complete. And able to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. First down carry for Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes, he's going to go for it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, echo. 55, Mike 55. Ready?
After the turnover, here's Locke. Drew Lock taken down in the end zone. 2 points for the defense. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a two-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction. Now Brown, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now it's Hines. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. 4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4.
It's going to be a long day. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
X3, 218, chopper.
On second down, here's Locke. He's going to take a shot for the end. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Brashad Perriman with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Shotgun snap to Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Mike 55, Mike 55. And we got to get to the ball, team.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 53 yards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
No. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Jack Nickel, let's get it.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, Orbit. Mike 55. Watch the flood, watch the flood, watch the flood. Watch the flood, watch the flood. 55. Bravo. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
Now Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Blocked to throw for it on 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead.
Next to score, Eagles 32, Falcons 31.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Mahomes now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One final try for Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.